will be conducting a special Mulagian trance ceremony to produce extra-conventional spirit art, or automatic drawing. We will be bringing along some of our paranormal monitoring equipment for this mission. This task also demands a portable and ample power supply to run our equipment from, since the house is vacant and has no power. We will be using a house with a high level of spectral energy to gather maximum results. To conduct Mulagian spirit art properly, we are going to need to create a complete sensory deprivation for the scribe. After putting the sage in a trance, he will be sealed into a death hood. This is a specialized Mulagian death shroud that prevents all vision, hearing, and speech to avert all influencing stimulation from reaching the tranced subject. We had to remove an area for the nose to prevent suffocation. This death shroud is made from a very thick rubber and features a reinforced rear leather housing that is several layers thick. The shroud securely zips shut, placing the subject within its inner tomb-like chamber. To complete the sensory deprivation, we will also be using a pair of specialty gloves. These gloves are very thick and heavily insulated in rubber. They will be preventing the subject from being able to even feel the stylus that they will be controlled to operate. These gloves are also anti-vibrational and non-electric conductive to prevent all static electric interferences from obstructing the results. We will want to capture every stroke of art exactly as the spirit draws it. To do this, we use an electronic media since it is the preferable method for spirits to operate. We will be using the Intuos Pro. It is a large art tablet used by professionals and has an active area of 12.8 by 8 inches. The tablet also has a very accurate, pressure-sensitive stylus to ensure maximum precision and performance. Now, let's go to the house. The sounds you are listening to were recorded in the house during a 3-day project. The house is located in an old area of Massachusetts. It is over 140 years old and has a long history of haunting. Our readings had confirmed that it indeed had an extremely high level of active spectral energy. We were able to get the owner to allow us access to this vacant property under one condition. We were forbidden from revealing the location, house number, or even the name of the town that it resides in. He hopes that one day he will be able to sell it to someone who is unfamiliar with its history. When we explored the house, we noticed that most of the energy was coming from a room in the basement. But we could already tell that the basement was a troubled spot by how tightly it was locked up. There was even a board laid between the door and its adjacent wall to jam it from opening from the reverse side. This is a clear indication of an attempt to prevent poltergeist activity. This house had such a high concentration that it could even be felt in the air. Most of our recording equipment was reacting to it in a very unusual way. In fact, we couldn't even use any of our speech tracks that we had recorded on site due to the severe nature of the interference. We will be setting up a spirit chamber within one of the basement's rooms. This room has already been determined as the source of the house's strong activity. This room is what we call a room of whispers. Someone with a strong spiritual connection enters a trance and allows an influencing force to guide their hand. This has the indigo scribe serving as a conduit, allowing the conjuring forces to draw through them. The Room of Whispers is a spirit chamber that has been set up where such connections can be both heard and felt. Such locations occur at several points in the world where major energy flows. We have recorded both visible energy manifestations and EVPs within the room. They will be coming up shortly. The energy manifestation happened first, and then an EVP was received directly afterwards. The EVP was in the form of a female voice. There were two possible things she may have said. We will be printing them onto the screen. We received many of these throughout the entire house. Watch closely. The energy trail will be coming up on the right of the screen. We will replay it several times over for better detection. You're about to witness what was never filmed before. An actual Mulagian Sage ceremony of automatic drawing. You will also be listening to the voices in the room that we have picked up from our audio equipment during the session. These are most likely the forces that were guiding his hand to draw. distant realm to yours. This is their art. It's a compilation of impressions and messages that they are wanting to convey. They could possibly be the ways they have died, who they are, or what they want you to know. Spirit art is highly fascinating and quite interpretive. There are simply no other artists that can even begin to compare. We are the Mulagian Sage.